what a part of me attracted a person that wasn't able to love me correctly? Oh, maybe it's because I wasn't loving myself correctly. The most important thing I've realized on my healing journey is that healing isn't linear. There's loops, there's twists, there's turns. No one's journey is exactly like yours, and no one's journey is either wrong or right. This path was destined for you, so how will you let it mold you? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Tashiann Yasmine, for those of you who don't know. Check out the earrings. These earrings are from GirlStrike, handmade accessories by me. And you could also check out my Depop. This shirt is actually available on my Depop. I just put it on for this video. I'm gonna be talking about the things that I did to heal after my breakup, and also the things that I learned that helped me heal. So yeah, stay tuned. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Don't try to run away from your emotions. Your emotions are valid. Allow yourself to feel them and work through them. Don't ignore them. Don't numb yourself, because you have to feel them in order to grow through them. Don't try to sex it away. Don't try to smoke it away. Don't try to drink it away. Don't try to act like it's not there. Don't try to party it away. Like, feel what you're feeling, but at the end of the day, also understand that you have to get up at some point. It's okay to be sad. From darkness comes your light. From darkness comes lessons. From darkness comes growth. I am personally really thankful for this experience because it has helped me blossom into this woman. I'll never be the same person again. Understanding that what you just went through happened for a reason is essential, because you won't be so angry, you won't be so bitter. Think about what it is that you ask the universe for. Think about what it is that you're asking God for. Think about what it is that you want for your life. And think about how this experience could have helped you get there. Think about how this experience could be helping you shed old ways about yourself. Think about how this experience could have taught you some things that can help you get closer to what it is that you're asking for, what it is that you want out of your life. For me personally, before this relationship, I wasn't even thinking about relationships. I was chilling by myself. I was good by myself. I had just really started my spiritual journey intentionally. So I was just vibing with myself, learning. Because I was asking for a spiritual awakening, because I was asking for abundance, because I was asking for wealth, God gave me this heart chakra opening experience to show me that love is essential. This helped me realize the importance of having healthy love, because love is the core of everything. God is love. And also, since I was a young girl, I knew that my purpose was to help women love themselves, essentially. At the time, I knew this was my purpose, but I didn't necessarily understand what it meant to love yourself. So me going through this experience caused me to really understand what it meant to love yourself and really understand what it meant to be loved. So I see why I needed this. Understanding that you aren't the victim is important. I know it's a little harsh, and I know you're gonna be like, but he hurt my feelings, or she hurt my feelings, like he did this, he did this, she did this, she did this. But at the end of the day, you allowed it. Your intuition was telling you things. You saw the red flags and you was like, that looked like a red flag. But then you talked yourself out of it. You talked to some people who convinced you that it wasn't red flags. There was things that was going on that you knew wasn't right, but you still pursued it anyway. You still went on the journey anyway, and that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. You didn't know any better. I mean, I personally know that I didn't know any better. Regardless, I feel like you would have gone through this anyway. Even if you did see the red flags and you did stop, you still would have gone through some kind of situation that was similar, because there still was lessons that you needed to learn. Recognizing that I wasn't the victim helped me take accountability and work on parts of myself that allowed me to be in these situations. Also recognizing that the person that I was dealing with was a victim in their own life, and that's why they treated me a certain way. That's why they acted a certain way. And also, I was a victim in my own life. That's why I treated myself a certain way. That's why I treated them a certain way. That's why I acted a certain way. But now as adults, we have to grow past that. We have to realize that and allow ourselves to not take our trauma or take our dysfunction out on other people, and just like heal and grow so that we can love appropriately and love ourselves appropriately. I was still sexually engaging with this person, which is never okay. I mean, if you do it, we all have our journey. It's like there's no right or wrong way to experience what you're experiencing. So if you do end up having sex with your ex, just know that it's never really going to solve anything. It's never really going to make anything better. It's most likely just gonna make you more emotionally entangled with this person, energetically entangled with this person. It's gonna be harder to relieve yourself of this person because you're still engaging with them. There's no such thing as having sex with the ex and not being emotionally involved. I don't think that works like that. Don't have sex. If you do, it's okay. I feel you. We've all done it, but try not to. Be strong. You have to give yourself space. I tried the being friends with the ex thing. It just would never work out. It still isn't working out to this day. My emotional roller coaster was being caused because I was still in contact with my ex. I was still talking to him. Being friends with the ex, if you haven't completely healed and completely cleared yourself of the emotional tie that you have, I don't think it's a smart decision, because you're still gonna just be emotionally and energetically tied to this person. I don't think it's impossible though. I feel like you can be friends with an ex after some time of not engaging with each other, after some time of completely healing. So give yourself space. In moments I would feel bad because I was on an emotional roller coaster, and I would take the other person on an emotional roller coaster, because one minute I would say, don't talk to me, we're not talking, we would go distant for months, and then I would hit them up like, hey, and then we would start talking again. So I know that was emotionally draining. In the moments where I did give myself some space, those were the moments that I grew the most, where I was happiest, and I was just thriving the most. So give yourself some space. I know it's gonna be hard. The next thing I did was I took the time daily for my emotional well-being. Some people be like, I gotta get my body together, wait until this dude see me, or wait until this girl see me, I'ma look good, I'ma feel good. But at the end of the day, you're really still doing it for the other person. So make sure that you take time for yourself, for yourself. That could be doing yoga. I did a lot of yoga. I meditated a lot. I didn't really put too much emphasis on my work because I wasn't emotionally there. But if work helps you emotionally, then do that. But don't abuse it though, because some people use work as a distraction. You can take time to be creative, take time to go into nature, involving myself in things that fed my soul, eating good food, eating healthy food. Like when I took the time to pour into myself, it took me away from my emotions a bit. And it just allowed me to focus on doing something good for myself. And after I did something good for myself, it was like I was on a high. I wanted to continue to do more good things for myself. And it was just like a domino effect of positive emotions. The next thing I did, it took me a while to do this. It took me a while to do this because I was like, I'm sorry, I mean, whatever. I didn't even want to think about relationships. I was just like, hell no. I wrote down a list of qualities I wanted in my future partner. I was basically manifesting my future partner, like some characteristics, some of their physical characteristics, some of their emotional characteristics, how they would treat me. In addition to writing down what you want within a future partner, what you want to manifest, how you want to be treated, write down the pros and cons of the person that you were recently in a relationship with, and you'll be able to compare the list of what you desire with the list of what the person gave you. This person might not have been the best for you because there's more cons than pros, or if there's more pros than cons, it'll help you reevaluate yourself and see what you need to do better in order to reconnect with that person, or you'll be able to really solidify the fact that, okay, this is my person. Make sure you have an outlet for your emotions. Yes, you can use your friends as an outlet. However, you don't want to dump too much on your friends. I really enjoy journaling. Journaling really helped me get my emotions out so that I wouldn't sit in my emotions and dwell on my emotions. And sometimes as I was writing it out, I came to conclusions. I learned lessons as I was writing it. I was essentially like literally coaching myself through my emotions as I was writing it, and it would lead me to different ways of thinking, different perspectives. Utilize your friends to get your mind off of shit. Like, go out with your friends. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to act like your emotions aren't there, but allow your friends to cheer you up. Allow your friends to be your support system. Allow your friends to help you in those moments when you're feeling lonely, in those moments when you're not comfortable being by yourself. Like, instead of going back into old habits and patterns of relying on the person that you used to be intimate with, allow your friends to be there for you, but be careful who you take advice from, because people have their own ideas about how to handle things, and you don't know where that advice is coming from. That advice could be coming from trauma. You can hear what they're saying, but be careful of what advice you take. It's hard sometimes when you go through a breakup and you're like, why you don't want me? Am I not good enough for you? Why don't you want to be with me? We all have those questions, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you have those questions. It's normal. However, those are the wrong questions. You might not be that person's cup of tea, and that's okay. But there is someone else out there who loves you. Not only are you the cup of tea, but you're the croissant, you the bacon, egg, and cheese, you the waffles, you the French toast, you all that, the whole table. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but it happens. You'll find someone for you that loves you, and that's a fact. You just have to put in the work to make sure that you're whole, and also put in the work to make sure that you're manifesting that person. And sometimes the reality of the situation is that that person is unable to love because they're not fully there within themselves. They might not be able to love you because they're not fully loving themselves, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's important to understand that the people that you interact with are mirrors of you. And when you realize that the person that you're being intimate with is a mirror of you, it allows you to be more accountable. It allows you to be like, okay, this happened. What a part of me attracted that? What a part of me attracted a person that wasn't able to love me correctly? Oh, maybe it's because I wasn't loving myself correctly. So you go on a journey to heal that part of yourself. You go on a journey to love yourself correctly so that you can attract a mirror that is healthy, that is a reflection of the love that you have for yourself. You'll be able to really grow from what has happened. This might not resonate for everybody, but I am into tarot. I was watching a lot of tarot about relationships, and that can be detrimental because these are real people giving you messages. So sometimes these people don't have the best interest at heart. Sometimes they're just telling you things to make you come back and come back. So keep that in mind, but also keep in mind the fact that you want to energetically release yourself. So when you continuously are looking for signs of the person suffering, or when you're continuously looking for signs of the person not being happy without you, or when you're continuously looking for signs that this person is going to come back, you're keeping that energetic attachment alive, and the goal is to relieve yourself so that you can grow and move forward with your life. If I think of anything else, I'll make a part 2 to this video. In the grand scheme of things, take your time. Don't beat yourself up. We've all been there. Pour into yourself. Love yourself. I wish you the best on your journey, and you got this. You got this. It's gonna feel rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be rough, but there's light at the end of the tunnel always. Just give yourself time. You'll be okay, I promise.